The true beauty of a man lies in the head and can be enhanced by a hat or a hairdo. You're welcome to another episode. Today we are going to section 53 of chapter 9 of the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Tawbah, Namshi. Kul anfiku taw'an aw karhan lan yutakabbala minkum. Say, spend willingly or unwillingly. Not from you will it be accepted. Spend willingly or unwillingly, not from you will it be accepted. But into brackets here, after spend, there is spend for the cause, either for the cause of God or for the cause of the war. Either for the cause of God or for the cause of war. So it has in brackets, spend willingly or unwillingly, not from you will it be accepted. This reminds us of the children of Adam, Cain and Abel, or Kabil and Habil. When Abel's sacrifice was accepted and that of Cain was not. So this is a similar thing. But here is between believers and unbelievers and those who strive for the cause of God and those who pull back. All right. Where am I? La lam yataka lam lan yutakaballa minkum wa innakum kuntum qauman fasikun. It will not be accepted, for ye are indeed a people rebellious and wicked. Fasikun, rebellious and wicked. Or wicked. I love my Nigerian counterparts. Wicked. Okay, let's go to 53. Sign verse ayah 53. وَمَا مَنَعَهُمْ أَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُمْ وَمَا مَنَعَهُمْ أَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُمْ نَفَقَاتُهُمْ. Okay, let's continue. نَفَقَاتُهُمْ إِلَّا أَنَّهُمْ كَفَرُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَمَا مَنَعَهُمْ أَنْ يُتَقَبَّلَ مِنْهُمْ نَفَقَاتُهُمْ إِلَّا أَنَّهُمْ كَفَرُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. The only reasons why their contributions are not accepted are: that they reject God and His messenger. Yes. So you can see God and His messenger, God and His messenger. They are numerous in the Quran. If anybody says something is not in the Quran and boast of it, that show me where this is said in the Quran, the fellow is only an ignoramus. The fellow must ask first, did a messenger ordain it? Did God's messenger ordain it? And he will find it in the Quran. Okay. ولا يأتون صلوات إلا هم كسالى ولا يأتون صلوات إلا هم كسالى. That they come not to prayer save lazily. They come not to prayer save lazily. ولا ينفقون إلا هم كارهون. ولا ينفقون إلا هم كارهون. Lazy, and that they offer contributions unwillingly. Karihun. And that they offer contributions willingly. Karihun. Sorry, unwillingly. Karihun. Wala yunfikuna. Yunfikuna here is interpreted as offering contributions. Illa unwillingly. Karihun. Fala yajibuka. Fala yajibka amwalahum wala awladahum. Let not their children dazzle thee. Let not their children dazzle thee. Yes, awladahum is only children, only their children. Inama yuridu Allahu. Inama yuridu Allahu. An yuzibahum. An yuzibahum. Inama yuridu Allahu an yuzibahum biha. Fil hayatul dunya. Biha fil hayatul dunya. God's wish is to punish them with these things in this life. Fil hayatul dunya, in this life. You azibahum, to punish them in this life. Okay, watashaka anfusahum wa hum kafirun. Watashaka anfusahum wa hum kafirun, of this life, and that their souls may perish in their very denial of God, and that their souls may perish in the very denial of God, or in the denial of God, because very is in brackets. Let's go to commentary for 53, spending willingly or unwillingly. And that is 1314. 1314. The hypocrites who secretly plotted against Islam might sometimes make a show of making some contribution. So there is incorporated in brackets, may sometimes in brackets, and they did make a show of contribution, and indeed they did make a show of contribution. That's what the brackets mean, to the cause, in order to keep up their pretense. It's happening today. We go to prayer and somebody goes there to put something small just for people to see, when in fact the fellow is pretending, only pretending. In order to keep up their pretense, their contributions were not acceptable, whether they seemed to give willingly or unwillingly, because rebellion and disobedience were in their hearts. These reasons are especially These reasons are specially given for their rejection, in the text, in the next verse. Then we have here 1, they did not believe. 2, their prayers were not earnest, but for the mere show. And 3, in reality, their hearts were not behind the contributions which they offered. Full stop. Nothing is acceptable to God which does not proceed from a pure and sincere heart. That is commentary to 53. We now go to commentary to 55. There's no commentary to 54. Let's see if we finish 55. Yes, there's commentary to 55. That's where we're going now, and it is 1316. No, it's 1315 rather. 1315. Mm. I think there are two, 1315 and 1316. So let's go to commentary 1315. That's dealing with wealth. If they appeared to be prosperous, with their purses and their quivers, full, into brackets metaphorically, they were not to be envied. They were not to be envied. Full stop. In reality, their wealth and their sons might themselves be a snare. Compare 8:28. Full stop. On this particular occasion, this was proved to the hilt. Full stop. The wealth of the pagans filled them with pride. The wealth of the pagans filled them with pride, darkened their understanding and led to their destruction. Full stop. Their sons and followers adopted the faith which their fathers had fought against. Their sons and followers adopted the faith which their fathers had fought against, much to the chagrin of fathers, whose spiritual death was even worse than their discomfiture in the world. Let's go to commentary 1316 to the same verse 55. Here we are being referred to go to chapter 3, verse 176 to 178. We can't go there now for lack of time. Can we? Okay, chapter 3, verse 176. Oh, chapter 3, verse 173. Let's see what is there. Chapter 3, 176. 3, 176. For those ones that we are not able to go, viewers, please go there in your leisure time. 3, 176. 3, 176. I think it should be talking about wealth. Amwalahum. 3, 176. Okay, we are there. 3176. Let not those grieve thee who rush headlong into unbelief. Not the least harm will they do to God. God's plan is He. God's plan is that He will give them no portion in the hereafter, but a severe punishment. That's 176. We should now go to 178. 178. Then, those who purchase unbelief at the price of faith, and not the least harm will they do to God, but they will have a grievous punishment. Then, 178. Let not the unbelievers think that our respite to them is good for themselves. We grant them respite that they may grow in their iniquity, but they will have a shameful punishment. Okay, so that is in reference to what we just read, section Ayah 55, as directed by the commentary. Uh, we go to Ayah 66 now. So it's viewers, you see that going back to these references takes a lot of time and energy. Mm. Okay. ويل- ويحلفون بالله إنهم لمنكم ويحلفون بالله إنهم لمنكم. They swear by God that they are indeed with you. Mm. وما هم منكم, but they are not of you. Sorry, I read it wrongly. And they swear by God that they are indeed of you. They swear by God that they are indeed of you, not with you. Mm. But they are not of you. I'm now reading the correct and not inserting my own words. But they are not of you. Walahum minkum. Walakinna. Walakinna. Koman yafrafun. This place is getting dark again. There was bright light. ولكن هم قوما يفرقون ولا هم ولكنهم قوما يفرقون. But they are not with you, yet they are afraid of you. يفرقون, afraid of you. Afraid. هم يفرقون, they are afraid. We go to 57. We go to 57. ولو يجدون ملجا ولو يجدون ملجا أو مغا أو مغاراتي أو مدخلا if they could find a place to flee, Malj, Maljan, Maljan, if they could find a place to flee, Maljan, or caves, or Mugarati, or slaves, or caves, or Mugarati, or place of concealment, or Mudakhalan, place of concealment, or Mudakhalan. لو لو لولوا ولولوا لولوا إليه وهم يشمخون. They would turn straight away thereto with an obstinate rush. In other words, they couldn't find, they were with you pretending because they couldn't find a place, they couldn't flee to a safe place or caves. They couldn't get caves or a safe place to run to. Or a place of concealment to run to. So that's why they were with you, pretending to be with you, of you. Okay, let's go to the commentary. We will rush there. The commentary. Malha. So here is Malha. And Malha is, they are trying to tell us the true meaning of Malha and equals to the ungovernable. Oh, to be ungovernable. To be ungovernable. To run like to run like a runaway horse, comma, to rush madly, to rush madly and obstinately. That's the meaning of mal. That's the meaning of malhan. That is as malhan or maljan. Okay, wallow annahum wallow yajiduna maljan. Here it's spelled as malhan. Okay, maljan. And Maljan is what? Uh, you could find a place to flee to. Yes, Maljan, any place to flee to is Maljan. Then 117 says what? We've explained it already. Jamaha. No, it's not Jamaha. It's Maljan. It's not It's Jamaha rather. That's it. I can read well. Jamaha. Mm, you just Mahuna. I'm reading the wrong thing. Mujab Yash Mahuna. That's Malha. Malha Majhuna. Low Ilehi Wahum Majhuna. Wahum Mahuna. With an obstinate rush. And Mahuna is ungovernable. Rush. The rush as do those who are ungovernable. And run like horses. That's Mal Yach Mahuna. So we now go to the next verse, and that is 58. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَلْمِزُكَ وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَلْزِمُكَ. Okay, the light is now brightening again. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَلْمِزُكَ وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَلْمِزُكَ فِي الصَّدَقَاتِ. And among them are men who slander thee in the matter of the alms, into brackets, in the matter of the distribution of the alms. Fil sadakati. فإن أوتوا منهم فإن أوتوا منهم ردوا فمن أوتوا منهم ردوا وإن لم يؤتوا منهم إذا هم يسخطون. If they are given part of it, part of the alms, and they are pleased. If they are given part of the alms, they are pleased. But if not, behold, they are indignant. If not, they are indignant. In lam yoti, if they are not, in lam yotu, in lam yotau, if they are not given part of it, minha, part of it, is a whom, yes, hatuna. They are indignant, yes, hatuna. Let's go to the comment 1318. Sadaka. Sadaka is a common word in Africa. Sadaka, and some here in the south, some say sraha. It's not sraha, it's sadaka. Sadaka equals alms, that which is given in God's name, mainly to the poor and needy. And for the cognate purposes specified in the text verse, and for the cognate purposes specified in the next verse, but one, in the next verse, but one. Okay, that's two verses away. In the next verse, but one. Zakat is a regular and obligatory charity in the organized Muslim community, usually 2.5% of merchandise, usually 2.5% of merchandise, and 10% on the fruits of the earth. 2.5% of merchandise and 10% of the fruits of the earth. In other words, you are a farmer. The zakat is a regular contribution that you have to make, and it should be 10% of your harvest. Merchandise, well, I don't know what merchandise, how to explain it, but I believe it is in trading, something like that. 10% of the profits in trading. Pardon me if I'm wrong. There is a vast body of literature on this subject. Full stop. Full stop. The main points may be studied in the Hidayah in the Hidayatul Furu, the main point may be studied in the Hidayatul Furu of Sheikh Burhanuddin, of Sheikh Burhanuddin Ali, of Sheikh Burhanuddin Ali, full stop. As against zakat, the term sadaqah has a much wider connotation and is inclusive of zakat as in the verse as in the verse as in the verse 60 of the surah, as in verse 60 of the surah. So in other words, zakat, when you say sadaqah, it includes zakat. Zakat may not be sadaqah, but something we are ordained to do, something like that. Okay, let's go to 59. 59. ولو أنهم ولو أنهم ردوا ما أتيناهم الله ورسوله وقالوا حسبنا الله فيؤتينا الله من فضله. If only they had been content with what God and His Messenger gave them and had said, Hasbun Allah, and has said, sufficient unto us is God, Hasbun Allah, on God, that's all. Then, Fadlihi, wa Rasuluhu, inna ila Allahi ragibun. Yukti Allah wa Rasuluhu, wa inna Allah wa Fadlihi wa Rasuluhu, inna ila Allahi ragibun. Give us of the bounty, and sufficient unto us is God, and God sufficient unto us is God. Sign of exclamation. God and His messenger will soon give us of His bounty. Take note, God and His messenger will soon give us of His bounty. So it's not only God given, but the messenger. So here, so many places in the Quran, that is how it comes. The messenger of God is mentioned along with God. So if the messenger says something, do not say that it's not in the Quran. You're only exposing your ignorance. I'm not saying it. That's what the Quran is saying, please. Uh, that's 59. Is there no commentary for it? Yes, 319. Selfish men think that charitable funds are their game for rates. Selfish men think that charitable funds are their game for rates. But the Islamic standards on this subject are very high. Full stop. The enforcement of such standards is always unpopular, comma, and even the Holy Prophet was subjected to obloquy. And obloquy is spelled OBLO, obloquy, OBLOQUY, subject to obloquy and slander for his strictness to principle. Full stop. In doubtful cases, claimants who are disappointed should not blame the principles or those who comfort the principles or those who enforce it, comma, but put their trust in God, comma, whose bounties are unbounded, comma, and are given to all, comma, when whether rich or poor, comma, according to their needs and their deserts, according to their needs and their deserts, full stop. For everyone, it is excellent advice to say. For everyone, it's excellent advice to say, deserve before you desire. Yes, that's an old English saying. Deserve before you desire. If you don't deserve something, do not desire it. That's an important saying. Mm. You are praying for something. Do you deserve it? Simple. Do you deserve it? You are praying to be the vice chancellor of a university. Ask yourself, do you desire? Do you have the requisite qualification? Things like that. So when you are praying, you must ask yourself, do I deserve this? Just don't get up and pray and pray and pray. You can't get it like that. If you don't deserve it, you can't desire it. You don't desire what you don't deserve. Okay, viewers, uh, I think we shall end here. That's the end of section 7, and it ended with verse Ayah sign 59. When we come back, we should be going to section 8. God willing, may God give us the health and power and determination to do that. Thank you very much. May God be with you all. Ila lekai. Bye bye. Au revoir.